Good day to you. This is David Ricciamo, Balancing the Triad, Body, Mind, and Spirits. So what is body, mind, and spirit and balancing the triad? I went to get a simple biopsy for the tumor in my sinus. I woke up in ICU. My reaction was pretty much okay. There was complications. I woke up a bunch of tubes in me. Went back the following week for a cancer diagnosis. I wasn't scared with that. Complications again, had to stay the night. Went back the following week for an 8-hour surgery, and I pretty much treated everything. It was like, okay, no big deal. So what I am sharing here is what I learned so that hopefully you can learn it and you can use it to better handle the challenges that life throws at you, as well as even ones that are already past tense that threw at you even when you were in your childhood and now you're an adult. You can still use a lot of these tools to help process that. So today's topic, do you choose to live your life? Messy hair, but not a hat hair. All right, I want to come at, this is a topic I can go in so many different directions. I visited before and I'll be visiting again, but I'm going to cover just two different aspects right now. And how you choose you live your life. It's all about attitude. Yesterday's, I think yesterday's topic, I don't know if I had to cover this on Monday as well, but helped my father out. Basically. And here's how I choose to live. He replaced the sprinkler head, found a leak. Helped him dug that up, and okay, then what we decided to do is we had to go through basically where the break was or where the leak was right under a tree. So we ended up trying to circumvent around it. Rented a trencher so we could go through and save us several hours worth of work. But got it done, got some of the different connections in, test out the system, found the leak. Had to go through and get some more parts today so we can replace that part. Test the system out, got a leak somewhere else, which we didn't find again. So it's definitely a little frustrating when you got to sit there. Anybody's dealt with PVC, especially the sprinkler head. You got to be able to cut, snip here, put a coupling in, put this one here, put this angle in so it goes up. It's a challenge. And I'm kind of saying that, it's like, okay, you either win or you learn. You've heard me say that several times before. It's like, okay, I'm just going through, it's annoying, yeah, it's a little irritating, yeah. But it's like, okay, it is what it is, it's done with there. What can we learn from it? How can we use it and move on and get it done? So this time here, we got everything taken care of. It's just finished lunch, and I got a client I got to talk to after this, so, but basically we got it done, now we just got to fill in. So that's one aspect of what I mean is how do you choose to live your life? What things do you let come at you and get you off track? What things do you let come at you and irritate you, get you mad? It's one I covered before. Video was what gets you mad and is it worth it? So that's what I'm coming about here. How do you choose to live your life? What things do you let bother you versus what things can you just say, okay, let it roll off and keep on going? That's one part of it. Second part, this one's going to be a little hard to deal with. Got a message last night that a good friend of the family, known for quite a while, is not doing good. They don't know how much longer he has. They don't know if even about calling it hospice. And I lost an uncle, another one, in several months ago. In my family, the larger family, my mother, there's 15 in her family. So the larger family, the more chance you have to lose loved ones, and that's definitely what happened. And each one's a blow no matter what. And if you've lost loved ones, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So how do you choose to live your life? So we are definitely taking a somber tone here. What are the things that hold you back? Some people, it's a frame from Les Brown. People die when they're 20, but paraphrasing this, they die when they're 20 but don't get buried till they're 75. All of us have some type of dreams, have some type of wishes. We all have gifts within ourselves. We have abilities, a way which we can share and serve those around us. A lot of us are too scared to do it. It's too hard to get out of the comfort zone. And it doesn't mean you have to take a flying leap out of it. There's taking a step out of it. What can you do if you got a dream, if you got a job you don't like? What can you start? What is your passion for a side job? What can you start doing now? A little bit every day. One of the big things from Craig Ballantyne, as I mentioned in past videos, is you get up 15 minutes earlier. You spend the 15 minutes of that first part of the day working on whatever is important to you. That's how, as I mentioned, I think it was even yesterday, that's how you wrote 3 books. But you got to choose to live. And there's a lot of people that are, I've come across, are almost afraid of living. They're afraid of dying, but they're almost more afraid of living because they don't do anything. They stay in this nice little comfort zone, but yet you talk to them, they're really not happy. They're miserable. A lot of times they can be bitter people. And they just choose not to do something. Again, it doesn't have to be a flying jump. It can be. That's not always the best factor to do. It can be extremely risky and dangerous in different levels. But live your life. We have things we are here to share and serve for other people. We can help people out. We all have stories. We have something within ourselves that we have learned that we can pass on to others. That doesn't mean you got to be 20 steps in front of them. A lot of times, at least 2 steps in front of people. You learn more than what they have. You've been where they have. And that's part of what I'm doing here on these videos, is sharing what I've been and do it so I can benefit others. So how do you choose to live your life? And this is, I know this happened for me personally, it might happen to a lot of you. When you have someone in your life that passes on, there's more times, depends on how it goes, but you like, oh, to me, I kind of go back and say, okay, what can I learn from that person? How did they live their life that I can learn and choose with my own? And sometimes it might be even mistakes they made, the things they didn't do, the things they regretted doing. How can you take that lesson and put it into your life today? So 2 kind of factors there, different extremes. I don't know if it's exactly different extremes, but different ways to look at how do you choose to live your life. And it is a choice. Do you just go through day, going through the motions, or you do something to make yourself better? Reading a book, watching a free webinar online, learning a new skill, taking a chance to step outside, literally, physically outside into nature, or stepping outside your comfort zone. Even just a toe. You can tip a toe out of the comfort zone. Then eventually keep going from there. But how do you choose your life? I feel it's a very important question to consider. And it's one to where there are certain times I go through and I'm doing pretty good at it. And other times I realize, okay, I can do a much better job. And that's part of, again, it's, as you've heard me talk about many times, it's balancing the triad. It's forever balancing. Unless you plan on dying, you're always going to be balancing your life. There's something you're always going to be working back, life shifting, life changes, and that's part of kind of makes it fun at times. Not always, but most of the time that change can be quite interesting, and there's so much you can learn from it if you choose to. So let me know your thoughts on that. How do you choose to live your life? What have you learned from yourself? What have you learned from others? All right, so take care and balance into you. Bye-bye.